classroom.
Wait.
Hold up. That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom. Been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. Cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. Disappeared again in May of that year.
David reposted a TikTok last year of meat getting chopped up with a text saying, "Me if I see her talking to other dudes." You guys, new information about this case is coming out constantly, and we have a few more disturbing updates. Unfortunately, it just gets worse and worse, and I can't grasp how this was casually happening behind the scenes for years. Like, no one really did anything or saw anything wrong with this, especially after this live stream. Like, what do you mean?
It trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Now, not too long ago, I made an in-depth video on this case, but to jog your memory real quick, 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez went missing in April 2024, and her dismembered remains were tragically found in September of 2025 inside the trunk of a Tesla registered to David Anthony Burke, who's a singer who also goes by this handle right here. David was around 19 and Celeste was a child, only around 13 years old, when she had reportedly been seeing David before her disappearance, and multiple alleged connections like matching tattoos, photos, Discord messages, and references in his own music and videos have sparked widespread speculation about his involvement. Alleged Discord messages also show signs of a pregnancy, and a clip in a past live stream has been resurfacing where Celeste talks about how it's controversial of David raping kids. Yeah, authorities are treating her death as a homicide, and David is cooperating with police, but no charges have been filed yet, and the internet has been going full detective mode. Sources claim David had also been traced to Celeste's hometown about 70 miles from Hollywood. Now, before we get into this video that David allegedly reposted, there's also another new update. After police raided the house David was staying in, people have been starting to grow skeptical of David's manager as well. Meet Josh Marshall, who has worked with David for about 4 years. Many are speculating whether Josh knew about David's interactions with Celeste and the events leading to her death, which I would assume if you know someone for 4 years and someone is close with someone, like we've seen all these different photos, you would definitely know a thing or two. Everyone is frustrated by Josh's silence, questioning how someone so closely connected to David didn't report Celeste missing. Yesterday, many outlets reported on David breaking the lease to his Hollywood Hills rental home, and TMZ wrote, "The Hollywood Hills rental home where singer David was living has a security system with external cameras that capture everyone going in and out," the owner tells TMZ. Malden Trifanovic owns the home David's manager was renting. The place has been searched by cops as part of the Celeste Rivas death investigation, and he says he had a security company install cameras outside the home years before Josh Marshall signed a lease in February 2024 for $20,000 a month. The homeowner says the cameras are positioned at entry points in the backyard and on the street, and he believes people cannot go in or out of the house without being recorded. That's a key element because cops were looking into the possibility that Celeste was killed inside the home. As we first told you, investigators searched the home for traces of blood. Trifanovic says he doesn't have access to the security footage, he doesn't want his tenants to think he is spying on them, and when tenants move in, he gives them the info for the security company and they create their own account to access the cameras. The landlord says LAPD has not told him anything about the investigation or if cops obtained security footage, but he doesn't see why police wouldn't get their hands on the video. Trifanovic says he has no idea if Celeste was ever at the home. He'd only spoken to Josh 3 times since renting the home and didn't know David was living on his property. He says he spoke to Josh last weekend and they both agreed it was best to break the lease and that his stuff would be moved out by the end of the week. Now, we also need to talk about a video that people have now found David reposted on his TikTok back in 2024, because this is nightmarish when you think about it, along with all the other context clues and weird ass things he's been exposed for doing, and of course given Celeste's body being found chopped up in the Tesla. David reposted a TikTok last year of meat getting chopped up with a text saying, "Me if I see her talking to other dudes." Now, as of the time I'm recording this, it's being said that David has unreposted this video and you can no longer see it on his TikTok. for renewed interest in the post amid the ongoing investigation, Brian, who's the creator who originally posted the TikTok, spoke out. He stated, "Disclaimer, at that point in time, video was posted in July 2024. There was a cucumber version. I poked at the joke and made one for us males. I do not promote any violence of any kind, nor do I support any harmful acts. So if you feel any type of way, feel free to leave my page." He explains how this was all satire. My TikTok was a satirical joke referencing a cucumber trend not related to any current events or public figures, meant for entertainment purposes at that point in time. I have no idea who bro was till today. Keep that in mind.
So you mean to tell me David manager Josh Marshall sat by for 4 long years and didn't say nothing? Yeah, things just got bad for him too, because the fans are saying not only did he rent the house that David was living in, but he was aware that him and Celeste was together while she was underage. They just held a makeshift vigil for baby girl this weekend, and the crowd went crazy screaming, "Justice for Celeste! Justice for Celeste!" And they're saying that Josh never wanted justice for Celeste because he watched the whole thing and maybe even helped. All of this is clearly speculation by the fans, but what we must keep in mind is a man doesn't manage you for 4 years and say nothing. That's very questionable. David's Discord team got online and let the fans know they had nothing to do with the broadcast she was involved in, but when it comes to Josh Marshall, he got some explaining to do, bruh. The fans ain't about to let this shit slide, and local law enforcement not neither. People are scared David gonna try to take his life, but what I think is, after they recover all this evidence from the Tesla, it's only a matter of time before he's in cuffs. So I'ma just tell y'all, be patient. Be patient. It's all gonna come to the light soon.
And all over Reddit, bro was effing kids. Enough said. I don't understand how, besides all the killing and chopping up that's happened at the very least around him, how he wasn't under investigation for other shit already. This guy was sheltering a 13, 14, 15-year-old that ran away from home for over a year, got matching tattoos. Her friends sort of knew where she was and were in contact with her until a few months ago, and her mom knew her boyfriend's name was David or something. This sounds like the police not caring about a little girl who went missing, because how hard is it to get the friends who were in contact to give up the phone number or details? They're effing kids. I wonder if this is the first person he's ever, because he damn sure ain't acting like it. This man literally could not be guiltier. Anytime I see a new headline about this case, I think to myself, he can't be that stupid. Then there's a new headline that makes me think, oh, he is that stupid. Why did this MF leave a breadcrumb trail of clues like he's the Riddler? When I think of the term sick individual, he immediately comes to mind.
And looking back in hindsight, that makes this music video even more terrifying, because I'm sure it can be interpreted in many different ways, but if you just look at what is going on physically in the music video, it appears that there is a man dragging a body. He puts this body into the trunk of a car, and then 2 other people drive off with the body in the trunk, and then they continue to live their life as if everything is normal.
Now that's all the updates we have for now, you guys. As always, I will be keeping an eye out on this investigation. The investigation is still ongoing, and I think it's very important to focus on the facts and not the rumors, but these are the few disturbing updates that we have as of now. Let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.